Welcome back to your ENC Edumate YouTube channel. This episode mainly concentrates on the grammar portions of cohesive devices and collocation. And finally, we will think about conditional clauses based on the poem If. Now you can turn your page on 27. That is, in the textual activities of Quest for a Theory of Everything. Cohesive devices. So there is a table given on page number 27. Commonly used cohesive devices in different functions and their appropriate uses in different situations. So that you read and understand. Now we will pass on to let us practice section. Choose the correct cohesive devices from the box given to complete the sentences. The cohesive devices are given in the box. Please read them. Moreover, firstly, on the other hand, at last, however, besides, whereas, then, actually, though. I had a terrible day at work and lost my umbrella too. Too means also. Dash, I spoke to that nice guy who works in the coffee shop. So after having tried all the methods or means or the ways, finally I spoke to that nice guy. Finally means at last is the correct cohesive device from the box. Television turns people into lazy couch potatoes. Lazy couch potatoes is an expression used to refer to lazy or idle people. People just to waste their valuable time sitting in front of the television and watching television. But even if we blame television, on the other hand, there are some educational programs on. There are some educational programs on. So there, on the other hand, is the proper cohesive device we have to use. Third problem, one would like to welcome. There is no one. Actually, there is a I, not one. I would like to welcome you all to the conference today. Not one. Please strike when you look at the textbook and see it is not one. I. I is the correct word. So actually a person who is addressing an audience, firstly, I would like to welcome you all. I would like to welcome you all. I is there. The speaker is telling, firstly, I would like to welcome you all to the conference today. The fourth problem, the film was a little boring. We still had a nice evening out. You see, first they went for a film, but it was a little boring. So after having watched the movie, they had a nice evening outing. Evening out means they still had a nice evening out. So the correct cohesive device is though. Though the film was a little boring, we still had a nice evening out. Fifth problem, I have always known Carolyn. Carolyn is a lady and she is a miser. Miser means she is very frugal in spending money for necessary things. She is very hesitant to spend money for necessary things. That person is called miser. Even then, even if Carolyn is a miser, she dash, she lent me rupees 1,000 yesterday without asking her again and again, 2 times. First time I asked, she lent me. Opposite of lent is borrowed. She lent me rupees 1,000 yesterday. So the correct cohesive device is however. Even then, even if Caroline is a miser, very hesitant to spend for necessary things, she lent me. However, even then, she lent me rupees 1,000 yesterday without asking her twice or thrice. Sixth problem, I got up at 9 o'clock yesterday and had a cold shower, cold bath. Dash, I had breakfast and left for work. The correct cohesive device is then I had breakfast and left for work. My brother works in a large office. Dash, I work my own. You see, the speaker is telling, my brother works in a large office, dash, the correct cohesive device is, whereas I work on my own at home. That's all. Eighth problem, why do you think I don't want to go out tonight? Dash, I would be delighted. I would be very much happy, delighted, pleased to get out of the house. So the correct cohesive device is actually. Actually is the correct cohesive device. Ninth problem. You should participate in the school youth festival as it gives you a chance to meet many people who are talented in many fields. Dash, school youth festival gives you an opportunity to showcase your talents, to expose your talents to others. So the correct cohesive device is moreover, because in addition to giving you a chance to meet many people, that is moreover, school youth festival gives you a chance or an opportunity to highlight your talents or to showcase your talents. 10th problem is, I don't want to go to the football game. Football bores me. So football game is boring the speaker, and I don't want to pay rupees 40 for a ticket. Dash, look at the weather. All that rain. It's cloudy day, going to rain. Besides, is the correct cohesive device. In addition to all these negative qualities, the weather is also very rainy and it is going to rain. Now, let us go for collocation. Please look at the page 29 of your textbook. You must watch this PowerPoint presentation with your textbook in your hand. Collocation. What is a collocation? Collocation is the way in which some words are used together or in combination. Example, commit a crime. Commit a crime means do a crime. Committed a crime means did a crime. So, given below are a set of collocations which can be used to express success. I will read what are the collocations. Crowning achievement means an achievement gives the achiever a feeling that he is like a king wearing a crown on his head. Dramatic improvement, a very important improvement. Made a breakthrough means made a turning point. Brilliant success. Success he achieved is very excellent. Enjoy the fruits of hard work means enjoy the result of your hard work. Brought out the best. After hard work and effort, the result was the best. That is brought out the best. Want the respect of. Want the respect of means because your performance in the examination or performance in staging something on the stage attracted to the respect of the people around you. The last collocation is remarkable achievement. Achievement which is very important or noticeable. That's all. Now, Arun's teacher is talking about his merit and achievement to his parents while giving the end of term report. You see, first term end of the report, second term end of the report, and third term end of the report. Imagine what the teacher would say and complete the sentences using suitable collocations from those given in the box above. Arun has dash in mathematics this year, doing excellent work compared to the last year. You see, compared to the last year, Arun has made a breakthrough, made a turning point in his studies, especially in the subject of mathematics this year. Made a breakthrough is the appropriate collocation in the first dash. It is, of course, a dash on his part, a remarkable achievement on his part, a remarkable achievement on his part. This year has seen a dash in Arun's English language also. So this year has seen a dramatic improvement in Arun's English. His dash is his performance in the school's staging of Othello. Othello is a full-fledged long drama written by William Shakespeare. Othello. It is a tragic play. So his crowning achievement, that is all. The correct collocation in this situation is his crowning achievement is his performance in the school's staging of Othello. He has found some effective ways of working with the natural materials this year, and his self-portrait, self-image or picture is a dash, is a brilliant success. He is now able to dash to enjoy the fruits of hard work. That means to enjoy the result of his hard work and effort. Playing for the school cricket team has certainly, surely, dash in him brought out the best. That means he is very excellent in art, studies and sports in him, and he rightly won the respect of all his teammates. Please underline, won the respect of. Won the respect of all his teammates. Won the respect of all his teammates. Won the respect of, that is the collocation. Won the respect of all his teammates. Now, we will pass on to again the cohesive device practice given on page number 36 at the textual activities of the poem If, page number 36. Fill in the blanks using the appropriate cohesive devices from the ones given in brackets. I will read the first problem. All the assignments should be submitted on time. Please, when you look at the textbook, you can see there are some words missing in the question. All the assignments should be submitted. All the assignments should be submitted. All the assignments should be submitted. Please make that correction. Some words are missing there. Should be submitted. Should be submitted. All the assignment should be submitted on time. Should be submitted on time. Dash, they will not be evaluated. They will not be evaluated. So bracket cohesive devices, let us see therefore, otherwise, on the contrary. So all the assignments should be submitted on time, otherwise they will not be evaluated. Now let us go to the second problem. The price of petrol has gone up considerably in the last few years. You see, from the print media and visual media, for the last few years and months also, we were witnessing that the price of the petrol has gone up considerably. Dash, the sale of cars has not seen any, but the sale of the cars is not going, it is not to seen any decrease, or the sale of cars is going very increasingly. Let us see the cohesive devices in addition to therefore, however. Listen, the appropriate cohesive device in this situation is price of petrol has gone up considerably in the last few years. However, the sale of cars has not seen any decrease. Third problem, cycling is a good exercise. Dash, it helps you save money. It helps you save money. After helps, no two will be coming. It helps you save money. Let us see the cohesive devices given in the bracket. However, moreover, consequently. So let us see here the correct cohesive device appropriately used in the situation is moreover. Cycling is a good exercise. Moreover means in addition to that, it helps you save money. Moreover. Desktop computers are cheaper and more reliable than laptops. Dash, they last longer. You see, this sentence is mainly talking about the advantages of desktop computers, or more advantages of desktop computers than laptops. So, cohesive devices, whereas furthermore, alternatively, desktop computers are cheaper and more reliable than laptops. Furthermore, in addition to that, or apart from those advantages, furthermore, they last longer also. The last problem, there is a stiff competition between mobile phone companies to win customers. Dash, they are slashing, they are decreasing the prices to attract customers. As a result, in contrast, in conclusion. So in this sentence, there is a stiff competition between mobile phone companies to win customers. Consequently, as a result, they are slashing prices to attract customers. They are decreasing the price of mobile phones to attract customers. Now, we will pass on to conditional type sentences. Conditional type sentences, when you learn the poem, if by Rudyard Kipling, we are coming to know about what do we call it as conditional clause. If clause is called mainly conditional clauses, if clause is mainly called conditional clauses. For example, when you look at the page 33 of your textbook, everybody please turn the page on 36 of your textbook. There are conditional types. In an English language, there are 4 types of conditional clauses. Zero type conditional. Zero type conditional means, please underline the zero type conditional. If you write the exam, you pass the exam. Write and pass. Please look at the verb. If is the conditional clause, you pass the exam is the main clause. If you write the exam, write is the present tense. Then if the conditional clause is having present tense verb, the main clause also will have a present tense verb. Write simple present, pass simple present. If you write the exam, you pass the exam. This is zero type conditional, but nowadays we do not use a zero type conditional clause. But we are mainly focusing on type 1 conditional, type 2 conditional and type 3 conditional. Look at a type 1 conditional. If you write the exam, write simple present. If you write the exam, that is the conditional clause. If you write the exam, that is a conditional clause. You will pass the exam. So will pass the exam. Okay, so listen, type 1. If the conditional clause is having simple present, right is a simple present. The main clause will have a simple future, will pass or shall pass. Will pass or shall pass. That is type 1 conditional. Now we pass on to type 2 conditional. If you wrote the examination, please underline wrote. Wrote the exam, you would pass the examination. Please underline would pass. So what is the change has occurred when we pass on to conditional type 2 sentence? Conditional type 1, write simple present. And main clause is having will pass, that is simple future. Type 2 conditional is having wrote. The past tense of write is wrote. If you wrote to the examination, you would pass. Will become would. Past of will is would pass the exam. So now we pass on to type 3 conditional. If you had written the examination, please underline had written. Had written. Underline had written. Had written is a past perfect tense. In type 3, conditional clause, that is if clause is having had written verb, then main clause will be having you would have passed the exam. Please underline would have, would have, would have. Please underline would have passed. So would have passed is future perfect tense. This is the change with the conditional type 1, 2, 3. Conditional type 1 If clause simple present, main clause simple future, right will pass. Type 2 conditional if clause past, right tense, right the verb, past tense of right is wrought. So if clause is having past tense wrought and the main clause will have a would pass, that is also will become would. Past of will is would, then pass. Then type 3 conditionals are right will be converted into past perfect had written if clause is having past perfect had written and the main clause will have a would have a past, would have a past, would have a past. That means future perfect tense. Would have a past. So if clause past perfect had written, main clause would have past, future perfect tense. One more example I am giving. For example, if you start early, you catch the train. Start underline, catch underline. Please underline start and catch. That is a zero type. If clause is having simple present start, main clause is having catch simple present. Now we will convert this into type 1 conditional. If you start early, please underline start. If you start early, start again, underline. If you start early, start. If you start, start is a simple present. Will catch, the main clause is having you will catch the train. You will catch the train. You will catch the train. Now, type 2. If you started, the past tense of start is started. If you started, please underline started. So if clause is having past tense started early, you would catch the train. Will be changed into, please underline would catch. Please underline would catch. Will be changed into would and catch, like the previous example. Would catch the train. So if clause is having started past tense and main clause is having would catch, that is a past, would catch. Then type 3 conditional. If you had started early, please underline had started. Past perfect had started, like the previous example, had started early. So conditional clause is having had started past perfect, then the main clause will have a would have a caught, would have a catch, perfect tense is a caught, would have a caught, please underline would have a caught. So future perfect tense, future perfect would have caught the train. Now you can go to let us practice on the page number 33 on a box about once upon a time a cat with a mouse tail. Give me back my tail, said the mouse, and the cat said, I would give a, will give will be changed into I would give a you tail back if you fetched me, fetched me some milk. Please go for with this example and all that story. A story, you try to complete it, and I hope that you have benefited out of it. If you want to understand again and again, watch this presentation again and again with your textbook and try to imbibe the culture of solving this what grammar section of your textbook. Wish you all the best. Next we will be coming with the second unit of your textbook, that is very important, words and deeds. Words and deeds is the second unit of your textbook. That is, the first one is really the prose piece, and then Gandhi came. That will be coming with in the next class. Wish you all the best.